What's going on, college basketball fans? It's another episode of Chuckin Buckets Live, man. We here to do a watch along for the South Carolina women's basketball team taking on the Duke Blue Devils. This is a rematch from earlier in the year. South Carolina did win this one, not by a wide margin, but that's what we're here to do, man. We're here to take a look at this, man, and here to watch along with your boy, Coach I. We got my two co-hosts here. Stat Guy, what it do, man?
Hey, what's up, man? Hey, birth to the Final Four. Let's get it.
Hey, Final Four is on the line, man. We're talking about Elite Eight. Final Four, which our other co-host, is going to this next weekend. Is KB, man. KB, man, you ready for that trip down to Tampa Bay?
Oh man, we're ready, man. We're about to start packing here tomorrow, getting ready for the weekend, man. Should be an exciting weekend. Hopefully our Gamecocks are there. But no matter what, it's gonna be a great trip though.
That's right. That's right, man. Hopefully these Gamecocks can pull it out, and then you'll get to see them in person. If not, you just enjoy Tampa Bay and some good basketball.
Yeah, good basketball, good food or something, you know.
Right. We got Stevie G in already. Hey, Stevie G, man, listen, I told you wasn't nothing against Oklahoma, man. It's just that UConn is they clicking on all cylinders right now. Oklahoma played good in the first half. Verhulst was on fire. Paige was going through a little something mentally that Gino had to get her up out of, but she came out and did what we know she can do, man. Paige went ham in the second half, ended up with 40 points, man. Right now, Paige, Fudd, Strong, Arnold, number 12, I can't remember her name, but they all clicking on and then off the bench, Chen came in and was balling. So right now, those ladies look to be a formidable threat to anybody making it into the Final Four, man. So, what's your thoughts on the game so far? On the game today, what we need to do as the Gamecocks, man, to beat the Duke Blue Devils, man. KB.
Oh, my bad. I thought you was stat. Today, man, I think we can't start out slow. What we've been seeing in the tournaments, at least here recently, like we've seen some ups and downs, some inconsistencies kind of starting out in the first half. But I think with this Duke team, knowing that we've seen them in the past, I know we talked kind of beforehand on kind of blowing a particular lead going into the game, but we gotta come out strong and put four quarters together, and that's what I'm expecting to see today.
Stat, your thoughts on this Duke South Carolina rematch, man?
Yeah, the worst thing for a team that's struggling to find sync offensively is to face a good defense, and that is what we're seeing today. Duke only giving up 38.7 points in the tournament. They are definitely a defensive team. Now, they have their own struggles offensively to where even when they're holding these people to low scores against better teams, they're not able to put them away because of their struggles offensively. But we're going to find out what that practice was like yesterday, because this Duke defense is for real.
That's right. And in their first matchup, Duke actually had a lead, if I'm not mistaken, going into the fourth quarter set?
Nah, so South Carolina actually jumped Duke in the first meeting. They were up by about 20 at halftime. They pushed the lead up to 25 midway through the third quarter. And then Duke went on a hellacious run from about the midway point in the third quarter till about 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter. And was able to cut the lead down to about 8. Chloe Kitts got an and one to push it back to 11. And Duke was really never able to go any closer. They kind of went bucket from bucket down the stretch.
Right, and I think South Carolina ended up winning by that 11 points. But we'll see how slow or fast Duke and South Carolina start out today. If you're getting in on YouTube, hit that like button for us. If you're getting in on Facebook, hit the thumbs up as well, man. Listen, this helps get the content out to more people. We appreciate y'all getting in here for the live watch party for South Carolina women's basketball taking on the Duke Blue Devils. This is a chalk matchup, what they call it. Number 1 seed South Carolina taking on number 2 Duke. While we wait on the game to start, just get y'all fellas input on the matchup coming up between UConn and USC as in Southern Cal. KB, what's your thoughts without Juju?
Man, I mean, obviously disappointing not to have Juju in the game, either from this particular matchup, but just in general for women's basketball in general, just the impact that she had, endorsements still, NILs, just the on off the court type thing. But just to kind of speak on the game, man, I think we still see a great game. That USC team is still tough. Obviously, lose something on Juju on both ends of the floor, not just the offensive side of things. But they've got players that can step up. They do have an actual team. It's just not only Juju. There's been a lot of games this past season where Juju's been let's say average, which would have been stars on most other teams, but they've got a center that can go double double. They've got guards that can kind of two more guards that can probably make up the gap from a point differential standpoint when it comes to Juju. But also we see tournament Paige, activated, coming off that last game, 40-point burger. And you just gotta love to see it, man. You love to see the progress that Paige has had over the 4 to 5 years, and definitely looking forward to seeing her at the next level, man. But I think we do see a close game. I think UConn does pull it out, but it's like 4 or 5 point win though.
There it is. Right before jump ball, Stat, give me your thoughts on that USC Trojan versus UConn and Paige matchup.
Man, I've been saying it all year. I think this is it for Gino. And Paige is on a mission to get her ring. She can't go down into the legacy of UConn players without one. And I think they're wanting to get Gino one more before he calls it quits after this year. I think they're just a team on a mission. And clearly they got the players to win basketball games anyway. But they're just playing to a different level right now. And I think that might have what to do with it.
Right, and I'm with KB, man. The Trojans are definitely a full team, not just Juju Watkins and the rest of the crew. We saw Kiki, what I'm saying. She's been straight balling throughout the tournament, so we'll see what goes on. But now it's time for the SC Gamecocks to tip off, man, and we're gonna go ahead and get into this thing, man. Hey, let's not start slow like we did against Maryland, dog. Like we don't want to see none of that. Like the first half against Maryland was atrocious. All right, here we go. Hey, let the madness begin.
Yes, sir.
All right, what I want to see defensively, man, is better communication. Yesterday, God, man, some of the backside help was terrible. And guards getting beat off the dribble was not great either.
Right. And I think it comes down to, too many touches in the paint, man. You hear coaches talk about it a lot, man. Keep people out the paint. But on the offensive side, you want to get in the paint, right? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
As close as possible.
I'll take that.
Yeah, and that's
shoot it. Oh, good. Oh, we'll take that. Yeah.
Aggressive.
I would have liked one more dribble and then shoot it on the other side of the rim to use the rim as protection from that shot blocker because she was trying to block that shot the whole time.
Damn, pow, front of the rim. Ugh.
Oh, I might be ahead of you too, Stat.
Yeah, me and you on the same pace, Isaiah.
Oh, okay. So Stat.
No, I was talking about her first free throw hit the front of the rim.
Oh, okay. I was about to say. I thought you was talking about the layup. I was like, wow, you behind.
I'm ahead of y'all. I'm ahead of y'all. The one thing to look for with Duke, they're gonna run their sets. They're gonna run the shot clock down. They're gonna try to slow things down offensively to kind of protect their defense. Part of what makes them a good defensive team. They're very, as we say in football, they play a very complement style to each other.
Yeah. See, that's what I'm talking about. Defensive rotation right there. Fortunately, she missed the shot, but that was bad rotation.
This is the point guard.
So now said she gonna bring that thing up.
Right.
Hey, she's saying she got to show the WNBA something.
Right. So don't pick up your dribble right there. That's what happens. Hey, listen, you ain't lying, man. Duke definitely plays a good style of defense. It's gonna be interesting to see how quick South Carolina can get going on the offensive side against this defense.
Right.
Come on, Chloe, fill it up. That's right, Chloe, fill it up. What you doing? I'll take that. most players, as coaches, we don't want your heels on the 3-point line. We want you to take another step in. But Chloe good at that shot, so I'll take that.
The thing too is a way to beat this tough Duke defense is get the ball out fast, get up fast, even on rebounds, turn rebounds into transition. Get out and go.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, good pass, Raven. Good pass.
Oh, you way ahead.
Yeah, that's why I say stat at the game.
Right, stat at the game. Boy, let me turn the TV on. Maybe my TV is faster than my computer. Faster than watching on the computer.
Come on now.
Well, at least they didn't call the foul.
Could have been. Definitely could have been. Anytime you bring the arm down like that, like it's hard.
Right. Let me see if my TV's ahead of this other screen. Stat, what you watching on TV or your phone?
TV.
I don't know what the block. Yeah, let's not act like Foreigner can't go up there and throw that thing down too with two hands.
Right.
Oh, the first time they met, we still had Watkins pre-injury, and so they actually talked about that before the game. They were like, "Could this be the first women's game that we see a dunk for both teams?" Of course, we didn't get any dunks, but
I think Foreigner got a little bit.
My girl Chloe for 3.
Well, hey, Spectrum doing you right.
Right. What you watching on, Jeff?
He on his TV on YouTube on Spectrum.
Spectrum. Okay.
Well, see, Spectrum's a direct line in though, so what I'm saying, it's different than watching YouTube TV's going over the. You have to go over the airways. Over the internet for that. Ooh, that was a terrible shot by the Duke player.
So, what I will say though with Chloe starting out is, you love to see the. Oh, don't save it there. You love to see while you probably don't want her shooting a 3 that early before making a layup or something, you love to see the confidence of which she shoots it. Catch, bam, right into a shot, no thought. Like, even if she misses that, I live with it because she shot it like she wanted to make it. There was no second guess.
Good drop off, Raven.
Yeah, you got to make that and one right there. But I agree with you, Jeff, man. I think that confidence has just been growing, throughout the season. You hear Dawn talk about it through the season with her teammates uplifting her and being like, hey, take the shot, take the free throw line shot, take the, the 15, 16 footer or the top of the three-point if you're wide open, if it makes sense, like, knock it down. So I love that.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I don't know too many, like most of her threes come from the top of the key. That 3 she hit from the wing, I don't remember seeing too many of those this year. That's something kind of new, but she shot that thing like she was Steph. Like she knew it was going in.
I'll tell you what, I ain't on stat level, but I'm putting it on my phone and it's a lot faster on the phone.
Oh yeah.
I just gotta plug my phone up.
Now, as Chloe's getting ready to step to the line, there's been some talk about Dawn and her scheduling. But how crazy is it that 6 of the 7 Elite 8 teams are teams that South Carolina played in the regular season?
Hey, it does something for your competitive. I think for a competitive advantage, man. Because for one, you get to know the teams. They were different teams. You change things as the season goes along, but they at least know like what players, for the most part, will step up, things of that nature. Plus, it just builds your toughness playing against those other tournament teams. You know what I'm saying? So some of these teams got in the tournament, they hadn't played nobody, and it showed in the first and second round. So you know what I'm saying? So that strength of schedule definitely helping the South Carolina Gamecocks.
You hear Don talk about it a lot, man. It's a shout out to the SEC though, too, man. SEC is tough. I mean, obviously we think about, them playing Duke earlier, man. But you see the SEC teams that's in the tournament that had a chance get to the Final Four, get to the championship game, man. It's a tough league, man.
Facts, and it prepares you. It prepares you for the grind of the NCAA tournament. You go on, do not disturb.
And the delay is for blood on the court from one of the Duke players who also picked up her second foul. Not what you want for a Duke team that's not very deep.
Right. I was watching that. I was wondering what they was getting up off the floor.
Yeah. I saw him with the chemical spray. I was like, only one thing that could mean.
Yep, blood already. Let's see. All right. So currently South Carolina up 6-2. Listen, I ain't gonna say it's kind of similar to how they started out against Maryland. You know what I'm saying? They started out with a couple of bucket lead. Let's see how their defense steps up here, and hopefully they can go on a little run here, make Duke use up one of them timeouts.
That's what you want, man. You always want them try to call that timeout before that immediate timeout. You know what I'm saying? That's when you know you're doing something.
Look at girl Chloe getting the shooter's roll. I thought she was about the front rim. Thought she was about the front rim that thing.
I think if they get a stop and a score here, if you're Duke, you have to call the timeout.
Well, she did get to talk to her players during the floor cleanup, so sometimes
maybe not.
It's almost just like a timeout, kind of. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if a stop and a score will do it. I think stop a score, another stop and score, like maybe two back to back. It's kind of like almost resetting because, like I said, it's not an official timeout, but you did get to talk to your team during that break.
Right.
Come on, as coaches, we. You use anything. Let the ref review a play. They whatever. Anytime you pausing for more than just the hey, we're going this way or that way. Who ball? Let's talk. Break that. Yeah, break that. God, that was a terrible pass.
Yeah, that was rough.
Was that on Chloe repositioning, or was that just on Raven?
I think
it was on Raven. Chloe had. It almost looked like Chloe was expecting an entry pass, and it was almost looking like Raven was expecting Chloe to fan out to the short corner.
Yeah. Okay.
Just not on the same page. Surprise, surprise. I mean, that's been the same issue.
Ooh, do you see that right there? That was bad. That was bad on the Duke on 48. She should have went up with her left hand. She wanted to get back to that right. But that was a bad rotation by South Carolina again. God, I tell you, but they be killing us in the tourney.
Oh.
Tough move.
Okay.
Set the tone down low early.
I ain't mad.
Yeah, here we go. Got offense check.
Yeah, Duke look a little in sync, man. They need to calm down a little bit.
Right. So a basket here, I could see a timeout from Duke.
Yeah.
She waited a little bit longer than she normally does. Normally, Fuali and during the conference play, Fuali and Joyce would always come in around the 7.5 minute mark.
Yeah, kind of surprised. I'm curious about Joyce not coming in, and wonder if it's some things we've seen from last game that don't have Joyce in that rotation this early.
But Sanaya and Kitts are playing really well right now, and maybe Don is going to get to the point where, okay, if my poster cooking, I need to leave them in the game, filling this momentum. I think we'll see Joyce coming out of this media timeout though after there's already been a break.
Yeah, I was just about to mention the media timeout kind of saved Duke from having to burn one. So the blood spill cleanup or whatever bodily fluid was on the floor cleanup helped Duke not have to use a timeout, because if that hadn't happened and then South Carolina scores 4 more points, then they probably would have had to burn a timeout. Hey, the media timeout be saving some of these coaches, boy.
Well, a lot.
Some of those teams that don't get to play on TV during the regular season a lot, they don't have those media timeouts. my mom took me and my son to a Furman Paladins game. Here locally, they ain't on TV, dog. Like you got it. Furman was up on the Citadel bad, and it's like that dude was just burning through his timeouts. I want to like dude, like he did. It was all he could do to not have burned all his timeouts in the first half because at halftime, I think Furman was up by like 30. It wasn't nothing he could do. There wasn't no media timeout to save him. You know what I mean?
That's crazy. Man, I think kind of coming back into this out of this timeout, man. When you down like this, man, you gotta find a way to go to one of your go-to plays that work all year, right? You know what I'm saying? Just to get a little confidence, get some points on the board. Like you sitting on 2 points right now, whether it's a backdoor play, whether it's a backdoor layup or something like that. I think Kara gotta pull out that particular play just to get some confidence going, man, coming out this timeout.
Yeah, it's kind of like in football on third down, you got to have a go-to or a 2-point conversion. You got to have a go-to play that'll always get you 2 to 3 yards. Here, you need a go-to play that can get you a bucket. You know what I'm saying? And she need like not just taking time with the media timeout or taking a regular timeout. Like you got to get that ball in the hoop, man. And if South Carolina, I can guarantee you, come out of this media timeout, let South Carolina score 4 more straight points without them scoring. She's gonna burn one, she need to anyway. But if you're just joining us, welcome in, man. Chuckin Buckets on the Fat Ass Sports Network. Chuckin Buckets, where we talk South Carolina women's basketball all the time, and the Fat Ass Sports Network, where we cover the SEC football and basketball. Hey, listen, man, if this is your first time joining us, I'm your boy, Coach I. That's the stat guy in the middle, and we got KB as well, man. Y'all haven't already, check out some of my other content, man. Hit the like and subscribe and share it to some other college basketball and football fans for that matter.
Yes, sir.
Well, that's
one thing. So far, I haven't, my bad stat, but so far I haven't been disappointed with the offensive ball movement on South Carolina's part. Go ahead, stat.
I was going to say one thing that you can tell is really bothering Duke right now is South Carolina's length. We've seen 3 or 4 walks coming off of dribbles where then they have to stop and they're holding the ball and then they can't get their shot off, or they get kind of caught up in where they're at. And I think South Carolina's length is really causing them some problems right now.
Right, they're infatuated with Chloe and her coloring. Because it's like the second or third time they've shown it during the break.
Yep.
Chloe, miss consistency, man. That's just what she is, miss consistency. Can't gamble on them.
That's what Fort Wiley does, man. Like too many times, take those gambles that we just can't have at times.
Right, because Fournier wants to get to that right hand, man. Sometimes you just got to stay behind her. If she makes it, she makes it, but don't make it easy for her because she's a great player. So,
right. Oh yeah,
they calling everything on Duke. I know Kara is pissed.
Oh yeah, work out, Chloe. Damn.
But Jeff, you in the huddle, ain't you?
Right.
Jeff is in the huddle, boy.
We need to have Jeff on the stream. You need to jump on the YouTube. There you go, push.
Woo! Y'all are gonna like what y'all about to see.
Yeah, yesterday I wasn't this far behind. Okay. Bree said, like, finally, sometimes I be wanting Bree to shoot the ball more, man. Like, I get it. She's a 3-and-D person. And a lot of times she's gonna always do what's best for the team. But sometimes I'm like, hey man, you the shooter, man, hand down, man down.
Right.
Yeah, that's what she gets the steal, brings it up court. Oh, you want to play drop off D? Let me just pull this real quick.
We gotta stop letting Fourier cut across our face too.
Yeah.
That's not what we want. We don't want her to get going.
I tell you right now, if that keep happening, Joyce will see a lot of minutes tonight.
Come on, Joyce.
Joyce has been out of sync, man. Like, what's crazy is we saw like tournament Fuwali, her freshman year. We've seen Tessa. It's like we thought like Joyce has had a kind of different experience here. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know if I like this matchup. I don't like this Joyce matchup.
she gambles, gets beat, then she's not up far enough, hand down, man down on defense.
There we go. Full. Oh yeah, need them points.
Come on, Joyce.
Duke had to be coming out the timeout saying we're about to run everything through Forner.
Right.
Like,
right.
I like it, though. I like it.
Right. And what they're doing is, so she'll set that screen around, somewhere around the wing and or the elbow, and then she cuts across the lane, and we just let her cut across the face, man. That's like backside basketball 101. You get taught, don't let the defender cut across your face. Always push them behind you. Why does Duke? Well, you better than me. Funny they have to suck, but funny they have to suck it up. They have to suck it up if it was me.
This better be the quickest rest ever.
Because she was cooking South Carolina.
They took her out. That she picked up her second foul. Or no, she only has one foul. I don't know why they took her out.
No, they took her. That's what I was saying. They took her out. She was probably just trying to give her a breather. Like, hey, man, this different, dog. This ain't conference play. This ain't, saying the conference tournament. You listen, this win or go home. Hey, man, but this better be like, hey, we're gonna let you watch the look. Oh, girl, she got another foul. She about to come out.
Everybody about to come out. Check this.
Listen, she mentally, you can see it on her face too. Like she ain't gonna be the Duke player that they just called a foul on, number 4. I thought that's what her number is. Number 4. She is not gonna be mentally into this game until she hits some buckets or something, because they done called 2 fouls. She hasn't liked either foul.
Donovan. That's tough.
That's a tough one right there. She didn't like the first one because Carol Lawson took her out as soon as she got the first one. And that was like the first 2 or 3 possessions of the game. She must be somebody that's always in foul trouble. Jaden Donovan. Okay.
With these starters out, man, I think this is the time SC got to step up and like, hey, let's go on a little run right here, man. Let's push this lead out a little bit.
Right. And speaking to what stats, he's right there. That's all on Joyce. That's on Joyce. That's all on Joyce. That's what, speaking of what Stat was saying earlier. One of the reasons, Joyce's minutes have decreased in the tournaments because Sanaa has been playing better. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I figured that was coming. Was coming.
That's 3 defensive breakdowns for, led to 5 points, and now somebody going to the foul line. Like, oh, if that's how you play, I got a spot for you right beside me.
Listen, I'll be honest with you. Unless Sanaa get tired, or foul trouble, and even if so, we might see number 30 come in before we see Joyce come in the first half.
Doubt him. I like Doubt. I think defensive, experience wise, I like her experience wise over Joyce.
Yeah, Joyce definitely has the vastly superior upside, but just in tournament alone, Joyce, I don't know. She's like I know it's frustrating because she like, I can't get my feet up under me because every time I make a couple of mistakes, she take me out. But that's just, again, it's win or go home. I can't let you learn right now.
Right.
Backside. Good help, Chloe.
You can't. Don't reach.
We'll take it. Oh, I would see. I was right there. I want Chloe to look for her shot right there.
Chloe's got to shoot that first 3.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
We need somebody to get the offense set though. What are you doing?
See, Chloe, when Fawali passed it to Chloe coming down on the break in early offense in the early transition part, she should have shot that shot. Nobody was within 6 feet of her. She blew a wide open layup and blew another one. Jesus.
Yeah. But at the same time, I want to see Al come get the ball though too. When you see stuff not going right, you're like, hey, let's go get the ball. Let's set it up. Especially with under 40 seconds left in the the half or the first quarter rather. We got to reset.
We seeing Jeff's tidbit about Duke being their own worst enemy on offense, boy. Like she blew 2 easy leads.
Right. Look, they are 29-7, and they are 29-7 because of their offense, and not in a good way.
Yeah,
they should have been. They shouldn't have had 7 losses. You know what I'm saying? Maybe 3.
yeah.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I mean, it's
not saying that Carol Lawson would say this though, but we'll maybe look back on this game, look at these missed layups, and coach would be like, "Yeah, we had the recipe to beat them, right?" You know what I'm saying? We had the recipe.
Not the recipe. Not the recipe.
Yeah.
They might have had the recipe.
Oh, she about to get it. She about to get in. Oh, okay. I thought she was going to Fuwale. Like, we got to get a shot off right there. Like, Fuwale should have came down and shot a 3. Kara is not happy.
Right.
I think she wanted a foul so I think she was getting ready to rise up, and she kind of got a little body. And see, that's just basketball awareness. You know the clock's running down. Take that bump and rise up, and maybe they still give you the foul. And then if you miss the shot, it's the end of the quarter anyway. But it's almost like we're off what she was planning on doing.
Right, especially in the end of the quarter, end of the half situation. Unless it's the end of the game, that's different. But the end of the quarter, end of the halves, you get a little bit more freedom to do some different stuff.
Right.
Like you say, if you know the clock is running out, you take that contact. Even if they don't call a foul, you still got to get a shot off in that situation.
No, you got to, man. And I think going into after this first quarter, man, they got to almost call out the last 3 possessions from Fort Wiley. We got 2 turnovers and one possession where we don't get a shot off. You know what I'm saying? I think even though we up, we still got to coach to them opportunities. Like, we got to be better in those opportunities.
But the problem with that, KB, is Fuwale had both of the turnovers with walks, and she had the ball in her hands that we didn't get the shot off. So
no, that's on
it's
her.
her fault.
That's the point I'm making. Like, that's on Fort Wiley, in my opinion.
Yeah,
maybe
definitely opportunities for coaching there. These are the things that when people see Fuwale, and it's always exciting when she has the ball in her hands, but these are the things that Don's been trying to coach her for the past 2 years, that basketball maturity. Like, hey, we can't turn her, especially with somebody that can handle the ball as good as Fuwale, you know what I'm saying, and can get her shot off as good as she can get it off. Like, you can't have those 3 like back-to-back possessions like that where you're getting the walk, you're not getting the shot off. Like, she's definitely better than that. So definitely some opportunities for coaching here, and I'm pretty sure Don is talking to that here in the TV intermission.
And this is why that guy on Twitter was completely wrong when he said there's no way Fuwale should not be starting over Raven.
Right, dog. Like, come on, dog. Like, you're not watching basketball. We're not saying that she doesn't have the better upside, but as a coach, there's things you're trying to teach your younger players, you know what I'm saying? But so that when you do unleash them, they're at their full potential. And trust me, Dawn's handling this the right way. She's been through this. Fuwale ain't her first elite player, you know what I'm saying? So she had to bench Asia in her first game, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, just be like that sometimes. But look at what Asia doing now, the best women's basketball player on the planet, man. So we trust that. You're going to question Dawn? Come on, bro. He just on Twitter. He engagement farming. That's what that was. He just engagement farming at that point.
Yeah, that's it.
All right, there ain't. Give me your synopsis on the first quarter so far.
I like it so far. I like the aggressiveness that we've kind of seen. I doubt this was part of the game plan where we see the bigs bringing the ball up the court. We see Chloe hitting the threes, but I think that's just taking what the defense is giving us, not being scared of the moments, which I'm seeing that as well. Defensive side of things, we got some opportunities, rotations. We've already kind of touched on things like that. I think we got to clean that side up, and then back on offense, let's just keep pounding it down low and just work this thing out.
So they should show the graphic where Duke's bench is outscoring South Carolina 7-3. We know how prolific South Carolina's scoring off the bench has been. You think that's a direct result of Joyce not being in tune?
I don't think it's as much as Joyce as it is our starters kind of evolving their games a little bit. We call Chloe misconsistent, but she's really these last 2 games in the first quarter has kind of been in takeover mode. Like, get me the ball. Right. We're seeing Sanaya down low workout. You got Bree Hall pulling up on just bringing the ball up, pulling up at the top of the key, shooting a 3. Like, stuff like that is kind of the difference of why we're seeing a difference in the bench scoring when you have your starters doing different things.
There it is. And get the second quarter underway. Welcome in to Chuckin Buckets, man. It's Coach I, KB, and the Stat Guy, man. We're doing a live watch party for South Carolina. South Carolina versus Duke in the women's Elite Eight for a chance at the Final Four. I made that reaction because, again, if it's the last option, when you're not a consistent three-point shooter, that's not the shot that we're going for early in the shot clock.
Raven's already shot 1-3 more than I wanted to her the entire game.
Right.
That's tough, man. Because I think the coaching side of that they're saying is like you wide open. They're saying take it. That's the feeling that I get from seeing her take that so confidently and quickly in the shot clock. Like somebody on the bench has got to be saying, Raven, if you open, take the shot. We believe in you. You know what I'm saying? That those type of speeches are coming from the coaching staff, I believe.
Right. Those are affirmations, probably are. And what I was telling Stat last night is, I like for a point guard, I had a point guard on the men's side on my prize picks, and he didn't take a shot the whole second half. Like I never want the point guard not to shoot. Like that right there, it's like they keep leaving her open. That's why they're telling her to shoot the ball. But I'm saying there's also options where you can drive the ball.
Yeah.
Right. But she's not one down, so she's 50% right now. That's better than most.
Yeah.
Right. And I think the thing is too is it's like Goss and I are getting killed by Toby. I think too though, you're so wide open, get to the free throw line.
I don't know. Right. I think I honestly would rather her take that than drive into the defense like that and almost kind of live with it, because I don't know if her percentages are better driving. Speaking of Raven personally, like if this is Tessa, if this is anybody else, I think drive it in. But with Raven, like I'm probably okay with her.
Hold on. We affirming Sanaa shooting threes too. What's going on? Step in and shoot a midi. What's wrong with the midi?
Not that.
The person that's playing you is literally in the paint. Take one dribble in and shoot a free throw jump shot.
Yeah, but I think what we are seeing on the Duke side defensively is, hey, double weak side off of Raven. You know what I'm saying? Raven's person, and I think at some point we're gonna see Powell back in the game, so that does not happen. You can't bring that off Powell.
Right, and what defensively for South Carolina, we're getting into that mode where we're gambling again. Like that was on Tessa right there. She's mad at the foul, but don't gamble on the pass. You left yourself wide open for the drive baseline.
Right. She gambles on the pass. Now she's on the girl's hip, and because she's in her hip pocket, you're always going to foul there going up.
Right.
I mean, she's on the space.
Sometimes players have to remember the angles that it's three referees. Like each of them got a different angle, and if you get on the girl's hip like that and she's leading you, it's kind of hard to see whether you touched her or not. So it looked like it's any incidental contact. They're gonna call that, but that all happened because she overreacted or overreached on the pass trying to gamble right there. Yeah, that's what they're doing. You call it could be that they're trying. They know that it's tough for them down low. Sanaa and Chloe are playing consistently good, and they're sending help. So they're leaving off of Raven. Okay, we got Joyce in the game. Dog.
Tessa. What?
Calm down, Tessa. Good. Hey, good idea. Good idea. Bad execution.
Yeah.
He's trying. Don trying to get Joyce out this funk.
Yeah, I like what South Carolina's doing going down low though, and I think you got to go with Toby, right? Like you got to be able to take her out on the offensive side. You got to get her into some type of foul trouble or get her, just using some energy on the other side.
Yeah. All right, help side. Good job, Bree. That's all I'm talking about. And you can recover. We'll take that. That.
Exactly.
Let's run. Watch out. Get off the sideline. Oh, yeah.
You said, damn players like that to be coaching, man. Like, hey, you don't see behind you. Just yelling.
Right. Some of I'm like the people running behind you, like nobody's yelling out behind you, and then go to dead man's corner. Don't do that.
Right.
Yeah, let's get Fournier away from the basket. I like that. Yep.
Maybe that one thing will get Joyce going.
Yep.
I like it.
Well, you said it, Stat, too. Like they have been sending, not every single time she gets the ball, but she has faced, I would say, more help side pressure in the tourney than she's used to. But she got to figure out a way through that. But that time right there, we had a good entry pass. It was 1-on-1. We always like Joyce, our chances with Joyce 1-on-1 on the block.
Uh-oh, back-to-back buckets for Joyce. Look out.
Good entry pass, though. That's the thing. Good entry pass.
Yeah, and one.
And you see, they were trying to bring the double team, just got there too late. Now you cook.
Don't get the foul. Good job. A basket here.
This is where you go on that run. Like, this is exactly where you go on that run now.
I can tell you right now, Kara Lawson's going to try to make it to the media timeout. But if South Carolina can get 2 more buckets and no bucket from Duke, she might have to burn one. She got about 2 minutes to last, but South Carolina's on a little run. Look at Joyce. Yeah, she's gonna try to last this next minute. I mean, it's actually a minute and a half. I think it comes around anytime around the 4.5 minute mark. So she's gonna try to make it to this media timeout, but South Carolina might not allow her to. Ooh, gosh, she should have dove harder. Yeah. Sanaa dives harder initially. Listen, if Sanaa, when she went to dive initially, if she just dives really aggressively, that's the pass that we could have made for 2. I think she had to step on her.
Had on her back. Yeah, got to.
Right.
And then Fagan throwing the easy rebound out of bounds.
Right. Who are you fighting?
She fighting her inner demons on that one.
Like it's just you. Yeah, we got Tessa. I don't know, man. Tessa got to reset, man. We need.
Yeah, I don't see it. Good play. Communication. If your man sets the back screen, obviously you got to be either you got to take the girl or on the out of bounds going towards the basket. That's a switch. That should be a switch automatically. Yeah. We working. You should have kicked out. Yeah. You see, Raven's girl was all in the paint with the help. Right.
You kick that back out to Raven in the corner, live with whatever happens.
Right. Because maybe we get the rebound in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I can't live with a jump hook shot.
Not over 3 people. Not over 3 people. Literally 3 people were on her on that possession. Switch that. Y'all 2 guards. Y'all switch. See that like confusion between Raven and Bree just a minute ago.
Good cut.
That's just good basketball right there. With even take it to the rack. Yeah. Don't let her disrespect you now, Raven.
And that should be the media timeout.
Yeah. She laughed it.
The thing is, I mean, South Carolina 25-16 going into the media timeout. Again, they're still not playing good basketball. Duke is just hurting themselves, not being able to finish around the rim.
I was just about to add that on. Duke actually is playing good on the offensive side as far as the execution. They just can't hit layups. Like the back cut that KB called out just a minute ago, that's just good basketball. And they're giving good entry passes. They just, at least on 4 occasions, just miss point blank layups. And good for South Carolina though, because while we get it together on defensive communication, which again Maryland was capitalizing on those opportunities 2 days ago. Now Duke is here and not capitalizing, so it looks a little bit different. Like Stat said, South Carolina still isn't playing great basketball.
Yeah. I mean, looking at some of this box scores, man, you look at Duke 6 of 24. We obviously seen 4 to 5 missed layups, which that changes the game. Free throws, Duke leading by 75%. Rebounds leading by 14 to 13. Points in the paint, Duke has 10. Gamecocks got 12. I mean, other than the missed layups, you almost got an even game.
Right. So
That
it made good for South Carolina though to still not be playing, really good basketball, but still be up 8. I mean 9.
and again, this right here shows, unfortunately, the women's game isn't quite to the men's game yet in parity. You still have 2 or 3 teams that cannot play their best brand of basketball, play against a team playing good basketball, and still be beating them.
Right. Yeah, for sure. If who Duke playing in the Final Four, whoever they end up playing in the Final Four, just know that if they playing good basketball like they laser playing, they gonna be up on somebody.
Right. Yep.
But that's why, and see, the thing is, though, is this isn't the way Duke's playing offensively. It's not a surprise. This is unfortunately who they are. And when you've shown this is who you are all year long, unfortunately, it's hard to expect anything different come tournament time. And I know the last couple games, they've gotten a lot more offensively. They've hit a lot more threes than they're used to. But now you're playing a bigger, longer team. It's kind of hard to expect that you're going to get what you got the last 2 games offensively.
That's true. But from the South Carolina perspective, we can't keep having first halves where we not executing on the defensive side because, if fortunate enough and they make it to the championship and they face something like a UConn, these last 2 first half type plays, that's not going to get it against UConn. It's best believe if Page ain't on, Fudd is on. If Fudd ain't on, Strong is on. And God forbid all of them on like they were in Columbia. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Well, one thing we have done a better job of since that UConn loss is getting back after missed shots. The UConn game, we got killed in secondary transition of giving up wide open threes because we weren't getting back on defense. And so we weren't scoring offense. We were anemic offensively. Then we weren't hustling back, and they were just launching threes down our throat.
Yeah. Not to speak too far ahead about this Duke team though, man. But just looking into next year, man, if the only thing they need to do is clean up layups, they can be a good team going into next year. I mean, obviously bringing back some key players and things like that. But if I'm a coach, I got to be pretty proud of I say in a good spot mentally. Be like, we just got to make layups. If that's what we're working on, that's what we're working on.
Right. All right. Gosh, she walked again. Come on. Just go at the rim, Fuwali. Don't listen. Like this is what we talked about, Stat. Like she has that pass first mentality with a scorer's ability. It's like sometimes when you put the ball on the floor, when we put the ball on the floor, we got to have a mindset that we're going to do something with it. Either we putting the ball on the floor for one dribble and passing, or we going straight to the basket. I'd rather her go to the basket and take a wild shot than to turn it over. Not to get a shot off is not an option. That's not an option.
Yeah. We didn't bring you here to pass. We want you here to
not this year. Not this year. You know what I'm saying? Maybe next year, but not this year.
In your role, correct. Yep.
Oh, then she blows the bunny. Come on, Fuwali.
She's looking like a Duke player now.
Yeah, gotta have that layup, man. That might turn that into points.
Hey, not for nothing. Shout out to Carol Lawson, man. She's done an amazing coaching job with these girls. I'm tell you, like I say, they executing, they just can't finish.
Yeah.
I mean, she just finished that layup, but just know these girls are straight. They execute now.
Yeah, and honestly, that's 3 more possessions on for a while. You come down, get the turnover. You come down, miss the layup. They score 2. Like that's 3 more possessions I got to put on for Wiley, and that's 6 total that we've called out. That's opportunities where you got to be better, especially at this time of the year.
Right. Don is about to blow a gasket. That's the 5th walk call. They've got travel call violation they've called this game. Somebody called the office and said, man, y'all got to watch South Carolina on the travel violations.
We let it slide last game. Let's pick it up.
Right.
The prize picks must be over under, must be up there for the walks.
And the big thing too right now is Duke is killing us on the offensive glass. It's like 9-3, maybe even 10-3 after that last one by Toby. Like, they are absolutely murdering South Carolina on the offensive glass, which was something we had spoke on earlier in this year that gave us a lot of trouble.
Right, and it's like in that particular instance where Fournier gets the rebound, nobody puts like Joyce is there, but nobody puts a body on her. You got to put a body on these chicks, man. Like they're not just gonna let you get the rebound. That's the youth. That's that youth, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta. And then we talk about during the season, we talked about how good Chloe is at rebounding, even though athletically, Joyce and Sinai are superior to Chloe, but Chloe puts bodies on people.
Yeah. Yeah, we gotta man, we gotta get some points right here, man. We got on 25, 6 minutes, 6-minute mark. We were 25, and we ain't scored.
And just know we already know Don's Stilo. You know what I'm saying? She ain't calling no timeout, especially with 2 minutes left. So we need a bucket. Like right here, I don't care what kind of bucket, we need a bucket. Shot. Oh, you gotta shoot them.
Yeah, Hal would have shot it.
Yeah. See, that's I think Bree's a good enough shooter to do that. Hey, I don't mind. I mean, it's at the end of the shot clock, so you got to take what you can get at the end of the shot clock.
Dude got
Ooh, help. So now he's just standing and watching. To the rack.
Get out. Go get it. Go get the ball. Yeah.
All right, call something. Get Chloe a shot. What are we doing here, man? Chloe again starts the game hot, and then we don't go back to her. What is it with that, man? Like, get the ball to Chloe, man.
They go at her. There we go. Dive.
Oh.
Like nobody dived to the basket though, man. In the double come.
Right, like wherever the double came from, you got to reset yourself so you can make yourself available to the person getting doubled. You can't just stay in the same place, think she can find you. Hey man, these have been not great possessions the last 4 minutes.
4 minutes.
Yeah, it's an 8-0 run. I think they have 2 points since the media timeout with 4:31.
Oh, they got
6-minute
mark. 6 minute
Ooh.
mark. They had 5 points.
Dawn said a top. She yelling at Chloe.
I think that's her dive though. If I had to guess correctly, that double came off of your man. Like that's your dive to the.
Right. She definitely needed to make herself available on that one. Let's see. Oh no, they're gonna show this one on Duke. God, see, that's what I'm saying. That's bad defensive rotation. Like to leave a 3-point shooter wide open, like literally nobody within 5 feet of her. That is just bad defensive rotation. And all that comes from bad communication.
Yeah.
It's like, listen, man, until we get to the point where we non-verbally know what each other gonna do, and apparently this tournament that hasn't been the case. You got to just call it out. Like we switching, we staying. What we doing? We hedging. What are we doing?
Right.
We getting through the screen. I don't know what we doing. I got take it back to the basic shell drill. Man, ball, help. You know what I'm saying? Cutter.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, and 2, you look. Again, Duke is a really good defensive team, and they put you in bad spots. But a ton of walks. That last drive by Powell on the possession where Fagan got double teamed, it was almost like she was expecting help to come, and she was going to have the little dump down to Chloe. She wasn't driving with any intention to try to score. Right. And I think we need to get back. I think for the guards need to be attacking the rim with the mindset, I'm going to get 2. And if the help comes, then you got the little pocket pass. But if the help don't come, just take your man. But because they're thinking pass first, they get down there, the pass isn't there, and now they can't get the shot up because it's not on the top of their mind.
Right,
100%. When we put the ball on the floor.
Shout out to Duke and Carol Lawson though, man. Like first quarter, we don't see the double team in the post, right? But second quarter, we see the double team every time, whether it's Fagan, whether it's Klitz, Kids, or whoever's catching it, we see in the double team. And I look at the box score, like Fagan got 8 and 5, not a bad game, but we seen that more in the first quarter more than anything.
Right. I got sharpshooter Bretsky getting in. What's good, Bretsky? Appreciate you tapping in with us, man. Just doing a live watch along. South Carolina taking on Duke in the women's basketball tournament, man, for a spot at the Final Four. South Carolina up 3. I think the score is 25-22. Is that correct?
Yep.
It is.
All right, and then Dawn taking a timeout right here to get it together because she wants a good shot. She wants a good possession. These last 4 to 5 possessions have not been good possessions. And speaking of what KB was just talking about in when you put the ball, when you first start dribbling, you got to know what you're gonna. You got to know what the intentions are. Now, sometimes the defense can dictate it afterwards, but none of the guards are driving with the intention of scoring. You know what I'm saying? It's like even Fuwali in a couple of those walk situations that they're replaying, like she wasn't driving with the intent to score. It was just like, let's put the ball on the floor to do something. Don't put the ball on the floor unless you're going to actually get something accomplished. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Useless dribbles, man.
Useless
And so
dribbles. Just wasting dribbles. Wasting dribbles. Jesus, South Carolina hasn't scored a field goal in the last 5 minutes and 39 seconds. They started the quarter. What? It was up
they were up
like
25-14.
Jesus. Yeah, Dawn wanted a good possession here.
Yeah.
Ooh, I don't know if I'm putting down in that 37 fresh off. Come on, Chloe, make something happen.
That's how you be aggressive.
That's right, Chloe. That's what I'm saying. Listen, we did this Friday against Maryland. Chloe starts the game as Chloe always does, carrying the team, and then she goes like 10 minutes without like really having anything called for her. Like, hey man, all these other girls are good too. I'm not taking that from them, but we got to go with the hot hand. Ain't that right, Stat?
We feeding it until you figure out you can stop it. And Chloe is probably one of the best passers on the team as well. So if that double comes, I trust her passing a lot more than I trust Fagan passing out of the double team.
Right. She hits this. If I'm not mistaken, she'll have 7 points. Hey man, she got like a 25% of the offense by herself. God, she front rimmed it. She been close to front rimming all day though.
I do like the play call. I don't know what the exact play call was, but not to get it on the block to your post, but get your post in action, right? And get Chloe driving to the basket. I do like that play call.
Right. Chloe, a lot of times, come on for a while. Get a shot off. I'll take it. But Chloe, a lot of times, and we said this in the SEC tournament and at the end of conference play, having the ball in Chloe's hands at the top of the key, like whether it's starting the offense or she's the first pass, it works out well for South Carolina most times. And I think that's what we should continue to do in the second half. You know what I'm saying? Definitely didn't finish the half the way Dawn wanted to. She's giving it to the rest, but just know she's gonna give it to the team in that locker room.
You got to.
Especially, listen, man, Fuwali didn't have a good half at all. Neither did Joyce. Had a couple of possessions where when she got back in that second time, she did a little bit better. But like the bench scoring, I'll be interested to know what it is now. I know coming out of the first quarter, it was 7-3 Duke advantage, but I'd like to see what it is because while the starters have been playing a little bit better for South Carolina, they're still the best bench scoring team in women's basketball, college women's basketball. So I want to see what they're going to look like coming out in that second half. All right, Stat, what you doing coming out of the second half offensively and defensively for South Carolina to get this momentum going?
Yeah, so I mean, defensively, there's some little things you need to clean up. Duke's helped you with some missed stuff. Defensively, you just got to clean a little bit of stuff up. Offensively, the guards have to look to score. I want Chloe to touch the ball, but the guards have to, when they're driving, they have to be driving with a purpose. And right now, they haven't been. I guess the one big thing on defense is we got to quit game. Just play defense. Just play straight up defense and then get the rebound. We've been gambling so much. They've probably scored 14 of their 22 points because we've gambled on something, whether it be leading to the free throw line or whatever, or then not being in position to get the offensive rebound because now somebody has to help over. Like, us gambling on defense has killed us.
KB, thoughts on offense and defense going into the second half to kind of get that spark that they got, against we don't want another going down to the wire like we did in Maryland, you know what I'm saying?
Right. No, offensively, man, I agree with Stat, man. Guards got to be a lot more aggressive going to the basket. I think us seeing what the adjustment they made in the second quarter, like doubling that post. I think we got to get a little bit more action with Chloe up top, maybe free throw line extended, Fagan even free throw line extended, Joyce free throw line extended, and letting them attack from there versus going straight into the block, because we know what's coming, and they're not necessarily ready for it. Defensive side, got to talk better. Just keep talking. Not a terrible defensive half, but not a great defensive half as well, man. You got to talk. And when I look at points in the paint, box scores, I mean, we're looking at 12 to 12. Like, that shouldn't even be the case. Like, South Carolina should be definitely dominating with points in the paint, which tells me that they're allowing too much to get into the paint. We heard Dawn talk about last game where she kind of had to get on full Wiley from, like, she was getting posted up, but she was playing from behind. Like, you can't, as a guard specifically, you can't play from behind if you're in the post and being that small. And we've seen that in this particular game right here. And you just got to make those adjustments, man.
Yeah, I'm with y'all, man. Defensively, like Stat said, gambling, the guards gambling, which leads to, either open shots or bad rotation by the bigs, and then it's an and one or a foul. But what that tells me, like, without even being at the game and being like able to hear it, they just don't, like you said, KB, have good communication. They don't have good communication, or otherwise you wouldn't get open 3-pointers with, nobody within 5 feet. You wouldn't get open layups. And part of it wasn't a bad defensive half number, like score wise, but it was a bad defensive half because what Stat mentioned coming into the game, Duke just didn't finish a lot of those. If Duke finishes on 70% of those, they're up at halftime right now. And I want the bigs to stop letting people cut across your face. Like, they just went through a montage of highlights, showing Duke literally cutting across the lane, cutting across your face. And you got to stop that. And then you're right. When the guards get down in the post, especially if you're in a switch situation, you can't play from behind. But with that said, when they do front the post, we got to have backside help. Because if you front the post and they got somebody that can throw good entry passes, then just going to be kind of done, you know what I'm saying? Just throw it over your head, score. But we don't get that backside rotation. Regardless of who's in the post, backside should be helping out. Bree did a great job one of those possessions where she helped down on the backside. They passed it to her girl. It was a skip pass, so it took, it was across court, and she was able to recover. I think all of them are athletic enough to help and recover. It's not like some of these other teams that don't have girls that are athletic. So I want to see offensively, I want us to stop having bad possessions with turnovers where we don't get a shot. Like, you got to get a shot. Too many traveling violations. Like, that's ridiculous. Like, too many. I would say if there's 10 turnovers, I don't know how many turnovers there are, but I'm almost positive 70% of the turnovers have been traveling violations.
Definitely, man. I would be surprised if we see a lot of Fulwiley coming into the second half. We've seen this in the past where Fulwiley has like a bad first half, or Dawn sees kind of direction she's headed in, and then at that point that just gives her the cue to tighten up the rotation. So we may see that 6-7 man rotation kind of going in, definitely in the fourth quarter, and just going with the bigs, and going with the experienced players, like you said, like a Bree, like a Powell. Even Raven down the line, because these ladies have a lot of games under their belt, a lot of situational type plays too, that some of these players may not have. You can have some of that stuff at the high school level, but when you're in the tournament time and you've had the games that these ladies have had under their belt, it makes a difference.
That's true. Maybe we see Fulwiley come in and have a second half like she did against Maryland, where it clicks for her. Sometimes great players that happens for them. And this time, if it does click for her, I need her to touch the ball, or whoever it happens for. Somebody's gonna click in the second half, and I need them to get the ball on most possessions. Even if they don't shoot, I need them to touch the ball, because the defense has to respect it when you get going.
Right. Yep.
And I got a stat breakdown for you, Coach. So South Carolina does have 10 turnovers, 7 of which are walks. 7 possessions and then a walk is crazy. Dawn wasn't happy about some of them, but it's definitely something they're focusing on, right? And so if they're focusing on it, you got to make sure that a lot of that comes to they're dribbling into spots and then picking up their dribble and putting themselves in bad positions. Also, getting out rebounded on the offensive side, 11-3. And a lot of the a lot of the stuff. I mean, they've gotten a couple putbacks. I mean, they've missed some putbacks and stuff too, but they've probably got 8 or 10 second chance points, which has led to. I mean, that last 3 they hit was off an offensive rebound. And it's like that's the kind of stuff you got to clean up that offensive rebound and do a better job yourself of getting on the glass.
Listen, man, 25 points. They're just 25. What is it? What's the score? Is it 25-22 still?
26.
Yeah.
26-22. Yeah, for Chloe did hit that free throw. Listen, that speaks to the defensive prowess of both teams, to be honest with you. But in some of those cases, listen, sometimes when you play good defense, it causes the other team to play bad offense as well. Not just because you got a steal or a contested shot, but because you're so aggressive or you're causing a lot of you're breaking up their tempo or stopping their sets. It leads to travels from the South Carolina perspective and just missed shots from the Duke perspective. So. Traveling, I think they can fix that traveling faster than Duke can fix the missed shots, but because that's kind of been their MO all year. But like you said, Stat, I don't care if you talk like if you just told me at the end of the game you had, I don't care how many turnovers you had, but you said that you had 7 traveling violations in a game. Like, what are y'all doing, man? That's his focus right there, dog.
Really
right.
is. Really
And like I said, if you look at them, a lot of those are they're picking their dribble up too soon, and now they don't have an option, and so they're trying to do something they're not comfortable with, and they're dragging that back foot or dragging the pivot foot. Another thing, their bench is outscoring our bench 12-7, but all 12 of those points are by Toby Fournier. So it's just one girl. She started a lot of games for Duke this year as well. But Fuwali and Joyce have to be better. I mean, you look, the two of them are giving you like 25, 26 points a game, and they're sitting at 7. And Tournament Tessa has been nowhere to be seen the last 3 games now.
Yeah, and that's the bad thing about Tessa is like on both ends. Like if you're not giving it to me on the offensive side, I need it on the defensive side. But if you ain't giving it to me on both, guess where you're gonna be at? Right beside me.
Yeah,
right.
and,
if offensively, if she's not engaged offensively, which she hasn't been the last couple games, you're better just letting Bree Hall play the whole game because she's the best on-ball defender on the team. And the best off ball. I mean, she's just the best defensive player you have. So it's like if Tessa offensively isn't giving you that extra boost because she hunts her shot a little bit more than Bree does, then you might as well ride with Bree.
Yeah, well, both of these are elite coaches. Don's been here before. This is Carol Lawson's first Elite 8, but Don's been here before, so I'm pretty sure she's given whatever speed she needs to get these girls going. But you can't keep again. When we talk about these things and keeping games close and, again, hopefully South Carolina pulls this out. But even if they do, they can't keep doing this. You know what I'm saying? You can't keep going. You can't keep reaching over the fire and not get burned. You know what I'm saying? At some point, we need to snap out of this funk we have. I think the team only has 5 assists. And I think that goes along with what Stat said about driving and then giving up the dribble too early. And when they are giving up the dribble, nobody's moving to come get the ball. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of standing around. That speaks to the assist. We saw in that one possession where Sanaa got the ball down to the block, and then Chloe didn't dive. And then obviously we don't know exactly what the wording was, but I'm pretty sure that's what Don was talking about. KB, you called it like that was Chloe who should have dove on that one. If you got a double team coming, you got to give them a bailout.
So Chloe actually set an off-ball screen for Tessa, and Tessa just didn't relocate to the corner. She stopped at the wing, and so then Sanaa didn't have an angle for her.
Right.
If Tessa continues curling and relocates to the corner, she's wide open in the corner for the corner ball 3. But instead, she stopped.
Initially, that's what I was thinking too. Like somebody, like I saw her at the top, like she was more so like on the wing position. It wasn't a good pass angle, and I'm like, you got to relocate for the block. Like, don't put your girl on the island like that. But that's been happening a lot, Like Powell drove a couple of times, Fuwali drove a couple of times. It's like first and foremost, when you're driving, have a purpose. Don't drive, just don't put the ball on the floor just to be putting the ball on the floor. But once you do put the ball on the floor, don't be a spectator. We got to relocate. We got to have more movement so that you can open up the passing options for those people that are driving if they if they, somehow don't get a shot off. But I think it starts with not always being so passive when you drive. It's not always going to be a wide open layup. And I think these great players know that. Like sometimes you drive and just because you fast don't mean they're not sliding their feet. You might have to go up and take a contested shot.
Technique. I think this we talk about like halves before, man. Like the middle half of things. We've seen South Carolina just now go 6 minutes with 1 point. Going into this third quarter, like there's got to be some talking points in there. Like we got to come out and set the tone. And I do think whoever sets this tone, because you're talking about the last 5 minutes of that second quarter, going into the next 5 minutes of this third quarter, like there's a difference right there. If Duke mess around and have that same type of energy, like that's a lot of momentum going into that fourth quarter for like a 10-minute stretch.
Right, and we saw that Friday against Maryland. Maryland men's that talked about that. Those first 3 to 4 minutes, especially get that momentum. You know what I'm saying? That momentum coming out of it, and then you don't want to have to burn a timeout before the media timeout.
Right.
All right, man. So we got we rolling along on Facebook, on the Fan Addict Facebook page, and here on Chuckin Buckets. If you're just joining us, we're doing a live watch along the NCAA Women's Tournament Elite 8 South Carolina Gamecocks versus Duke Blue Devils, man. Here on Chuckin Buckets, where we talk South Carolina women's basketball all the time on the Fan Addict Sports Network YouTube channel, where we talk SEC football and basketball all the time. So this is your first time joining us, man. We appreciate it. Hit that like and subscribe for us, man, and share it with some people, man. So yesterday, man, we had like over 500 people watching on Friday, but we only had 7 likes. Come on, people, give us a little bit more. Give us a little bit more love than that. Like just likes. We're not asking for no money. We'll let YouTube figure that out. But give us a little thumbs up or something like that. So. And if you out there and you watching on YouTube, we'd like to hear what you think as well, man. Get in the comments, tell us what you think. What you think South Carolina need to be doing better if you're a South Carolina fan. If you're a South Carolina detractor, then tell us why you think South Carolina not gonna do it in the second half. Tell us something. We'd like to get y'all opinions and thoughts, man. So because it ain't like we know everything. So we just like to get on here and share with the people, and we appreciate everybody joining us. Where we at? What we at right now? Let's see how many people we got on here. Let's take a look here. Let's take a look. Okay, we got like 41 people so far. Not bad, not bad. Get in the comments. Let us know what's going on last year. Yes, that's kind of how it started Friday, and then the second half people joined in, and we'll see. I got Stevie G. He's normally in the comments. He must be busy right now. He's an OU fan. Not doing too hot right now, though. After the UConn loss, they played pretty good in the first half, but hey, Paige Bucket showed up in the second half.
Yeah, and I was going to say too, man, for everybody out there watching, we are 3 former basketball coaches at either the high school or AAU level. If you got any questions about what's going on in the game or why we say something we say, sometimes we get caught up in it and don't explain it, man, be sure to drop some questions in the chat. We'll get to them and answer them.
Right. That's right. Sometimes you get caught up in the game, man. We might say some basketball terminology somebody don't know. We try to keep it, fan level.
Right. So with that being said, like going into this halftime, let me say, Coach I, like, are you cussing your players out at halftime? Like, what kind of energy do you have as a coach?
You already know. Hey, listen, man. I'm all the way up right now. Yeah. And you try to have a message for the whole team, but sometimes that turns into a message for a few players. You know what I'm saying? And my halftime would have been on it would have been on the guards, to be honest with you. It's not like Joyce has played great, but Joyce is the least of my concerns right now because I got Chloe and Sanaa playing pretty good. My guards ain't giving me nothing, and that's what I would have said at halftime. Y'all are giving me nothing. And I was like, if we continue to play like this, we're gonna let this team like Duke beat us. They're missing layups and stuff. So my energy would have been all for the guards, man, as we start the second half. Like, I'm like, listen, we got to figure something out with the guards. Stop reaching on defense and know what you're going to do when you put the ball on the floor on offense.
Yep. Like it.
Not a good
And
start to
a
the second half.
horrible start to the second half. Easy drive and bucket.
Right. As I give kudos to the bigs give up easily.
Oh, I like the first possession for South Carolina though. Go to Chloe. It just doesn't drop, but definitely like the thought process of how to start the second half.
Right. She tried to get back to that right hand. That's why. Like if she had that little left hand, maybe that's something we need to see Chloe work on off season. A little left hand hook. She got the girl up in the air, but she had to go back to her right hand, which gave the girl a chance to get off the floor again for the second time and kind of contest the shot.
Yep. I think that was a talking point too that I kind of mentioned. Like give our people high post action, you know what I'm saying, versus that low block action and avoid the double team.
All right, one more. Listen, and as the style, the stats always talking about it. He knows it. Listen, Duke out with 2 quick buckets. Yeah, for me, no bucket for South Carolina and another bucket for Duke. I know Dawn isn't this type. She, hey, she's much more better than I. But hey, I'm burning one. Yeah, the Duke score here. I'm burning one. That's it, me. Like coming out of the halftime.
Right. We ain't executed.
Good block. Good block.
Yeah, we ain't executed one thing we talked about
No.
at halftime.
Nah.
But the thing is, yeah, Raven with the good block, but stop the ball. Like it shouldn't have.
Right.
Like, why are you getting a block that deep? Like, stop the ball.
Right. We always talk about you do in practice. You practice not riding the hip, outrunning as a defender. You got to the communication. Jesus. Luckily, Duke is missing a lot of shots, dog. Oh my God, that was terrible communication. No way she should get that wide open 3 like that.
And it was hard to see what exactly happened, man. Raven was going over the top. I can't tell if she was telling them to switch or what.
Time out. No, she's not gonna call it though. That's just Dawn. Hey, that's Dawn Stilo. She's not gonna call it, but I'd have been burning them 7 points straight.
And then again, that 3-pointer brought to you by another Duke offensive rebound. Like,
right.
Or shot.
Yeah,
and
but
not
hey,
even
speak to Dawn's coaching strategy. It's always been that way for the most part. She's not going to call a timeout. She's going to let her players play through the adversity and just like normal. Player responds like Sanaa with the shot just a minute ago.
right, but yeah, just what you hate about that. What you hate about that last offensive rebound that led to that 3 is it's not like a girl just went up and grabbed it. It's just a 50-50 ball bouncing there, and there was no hustle.
Right.
Why she?
Who was that foul on? Who they call it on? Jessica?
I thought they called it on Chloe, but the girl was passing the ball out, so I don't know why she's shooting free throws. That's weird. Why did they give her free throws? She passed the ball. She wasn't trying to shoot.
Oh, no.
They called on Sanaya.
Okay, they called on Sanaya. Okay.
But still, the girl was rising up to kick it out. Like, how does a pass turn into 2 shots? I'd have been losing my mind on the bench. Oh. Get back. Good.
That's the drop step there.
Good job, Raven. That's what I like to see from Raven's game.
Good job.
Drop.
I'm gonna wait to a timeout or a commercial or something. See, that's why I always be saying, like, I don't again, I'm not on here trying to hate on Raven 3-pointer, but it's not that consistent. So get in that midi range, dog. Get in the midi. What's wrong with the midi? The midi ain't sexy like the 3-pointer, though. You know what I'm saying?
Percentage better, definitely.
But I got something on that position that before that. I've been on the possession before that. I'm gonna wait.
Raven gets lost, leaves a girl in the corner,
So you can't be betting on people keep continuously missing shots, man. That's why I say the first half was decent defensively, but they missed a lot of shots and not contested. But listen, man, so, Duke hasn't had but one possession in the second half so far where they didn't score.
Good execution.
Right. So stoppage in play right before Raven got that steal and then led to a pull up by her as well in the midi, man. There was a possession that she passed it in to Joyce. Joyce backed her down, did a drop step, but Raven didn't relocate. They double teamed her. She just stood there at the top of the key. You got to relocate to give her a better passing angle.
I think I need to see more attacking to the basket from the bigs, man. Just don't settle for that elbow shot. Let's go. Let's attack. Be the aggressors.
Right. Chloe is really crafty. So I like when she puts the ball on the floor and, get into her post-up game, drop step, up and under. All right, get to the ball to the middle. There you go. We'll take it. Go up. Okay, she called her foul.
They got the foul on the entry pass.
Yeah. But it was on the pass, not the shot, right?
Yeah, they called the foul. Like the foul was called late, but
yeah. Oh. Hey, we need that. We need that.
Oh,
spark.
come on, George.
That doggone Don is not wasting no time. That doggone Fagan is at the table.
We don't have time for it. We ain't got time.
That's what I'm talking about. Fawali went to the basket with the intent to score regardless right there.
Yes.
Right there. And it could have turned out bad, but I just like the intent. You got to, when you put that ball on the floor and you head to the basket, go with the intent to score.
And now let's turn it up on defense.
Right there, Chloe. Good job.
Wow.
Right. No, she called a foul. It was I want to say it was a moving screen. Ooh, media timeout came, but good timing. Good timing.
I ain't even gonna lie. I don't want to see Joyce anymore. I don't want to see. I don't have time for it. You know what I'm saying? Like we just don't have time for you to figure this thing out. Not this late in the tournament, man. Like you hadn't shown some glimpse. Like you've got some points, 6, 8 points, whatever it looks like, but the defensive rotation is not there. Like you said, fronting them, putting the body on them, crossing the paint. Like these are the little things that we said inside the game, outside of the points, because all of that gave up 12 points. You know what I'm saying? Your little 6 points over here done gave up 12 points.
Right. I always say that, man. No matter how many buckets you get, how many buckets can you stop the other team from getting? Because if you get 6 and they get 8, sounds like they win the game. You know what I'm saying? So Definitely got to do a better job. Listen, unless there's some foul trouble or something, I don't think. Hey, listen, I ain't mad at it, to be honest with you, dog. Because she hasn't shown us anything today.
And right here is where the Ashton Watkins injury kills you with not having that extra big.
Right. Hey, but we here. We are where we are. You know what I'm saying? So you got to put in, figure it out. Keep Sanaa and Chloe in the game. They need a breather. Bring in 30. Got to give her a breather. Then but at this point, this is where you tell your people, Chloe and Sanaa, when they come off, hey man, you got 2-3 possessions. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? Like, get your water. Don't be over here chit-chatting. Breathe in deep, breathe out, and we get you right back in the game. You have to suck it up.
Sit beside me. Matter of fact, sit right here. Yeah,
right. That's what you tell the rest of the team. Scoot down. Yeah. You're going right back in. Scoot down. Then the player that's right there beside you, always looking at you crazy, like, hey,
right.
Scoot down.
Yeah, you look down a bit. Hey.
And what you hate too, it's always the kid that you like, bro, when's the last time you even played in the game? Why are you sitting beside me? Matter of fact, man, you go fill up the water cups or something, dog. Bring them in when the girls come out. Like, what? Why are you sitting beside me? Got time for this?
on the
If it's a player
opportunity.
with a good attitude, if it's a player with a good attitude, you know what I'm saying, that never gets in the game, they always sitting right up under the coach. Now, a player with a bad attitude that never get in, he at the end of the bench. But there's never any in between. You know what I'm saying? And it's like it's always you don't want to listen, man. Like you don't want to have to. You don't have time to turn and say, "Hey, man, it's nothing against you." But I need this seat for the person that's actually playing. So you just like, hey,
Right.
so you just do the motion. Hey, y'all scoot down, y'all scoot down.
Mm-hmm.
And then the player beside you, instead of getting up, like the easiest solution would be for him to get up and go, or her to go to the end of the bench. He turned and look at the rest of the team. Y'all scoot down. Y'all coach said scoot down.
Yeah.
But you know what the crazy thing is? They do it every game. Like every game, somebody ain't gonna come out and us as coaches want to talk to somebody. Like, why are you hugging me anyway, dog? You know, at some point during this game, somebody need a breather or somebody need to talking to, and I'm gonna tell you to move. Why are you all up in my space?
Right. And then when you take the Chloe out or Sanaa and they start to head to the end of the bench to get there. I need some water. Hey, get your water, come right back right here. You going right back in.
I ain't even gonna lie. And these type of moments right here, ain't no coming out, clapping everybody up, going down the bench to come back up. Nah, stop right here. Stop right here. We got
That's
to talk
using
right
too
now.
much energy.
Yeah, we got to right now.
Oh man. So I be like, look, man, it's 4 minutes and 33 seconds. When that time say 3:30, you at the table. I don't care what's going on. I don't care who hot, you back at the table. You get a minute.
Drop step. Damn, Joyce.
Hey, what KB just say?
Yeah.
And see, but you know what though? Fagan's got the girl inside leverage. Just drop step baseline and lay it up. Like, what are you doing?
I'll tell you what the problem is. I see what Joyce's problem is. Joyce got on the same color shoes. She ain't wore the same color shoes all year. She been pink and green, man. What's going on? Here come the spammers. Bro, get out of here. I had to do that all day in the second half on Friday. Doggone bots, boy. I got them. Yeah, but they come from every different. And what's crazy is I got the bot control on, but
that's how you attack the basket. That's what we want to see out of Wally, though. Be aggressive to the basket. But to your point, though, too, Jeff, like, yeah, that's Fagan's drop step all day. And I don't know why she ain't take it.
I need my moderator up in here.
Oh my God. Turnover lead.
Keep on, man. I gotta jump in here and try to
Will Wally turnover lead to a basket on the other end, man? What's that, 4 turnovers for her?
I think it's more than that.
But at this point, you might live with it at this point because you need somebody that's going to be able to create a basket.
Then we don't get back off the missed shot.
Boy, she shot off the backboard, off the side of the backboard. Wow. I mean, I like the foul. Don't give up the easy one. Okay.
She lucky, but it wasn't even a strong foul though. She lucky that wasn't an and one. The girl just blew it.
Mm-hmm. And I hate to keep adding up for Wally's possessions though, man, but we probably at about 10 possessions where these some learning opportunities, man. Like that's not baskets, unfortunately.
And what you hate, I know it's weird, right? So she hits 1 or 2, she hits the second free throw, Duke's up 4. But this is one of those games where like Duke's only up 4, but South Carolina is on the ropes right now. Like, I don't know how much more they could go down by. Tessa with the weak drive into a block, like I know it's not Don's MO, but if Duke scores right here, she needs to burn one.
It's aggressive drive by Tessa. I probably could live with it, but at least
pump,
somebody
jump stop, pump fake or something.
Yeah.
Bad defense by Fagan, like where's Chloe? Get Chloe back in the game.
God, that was lazy defense by Fagan.
Yeah.
Get something right here. Gotta get
Need a
something right there.
basket. Need a basket. Something serious. Need a basket.
Yeah, where is Powell?
God, thank you, pal. God needed a
All
basket right
game.
there,
All
boy.
game. Matter of fact, that's who we needed on offense. Like she's
Listen,
got to
man.
show up.
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. There's 2 players on the floor right now. I'm interested. I would be interested in seeing them not play the rest of the game unless we actually need them. But we're gonna leave that as is. Let's push the ball. Holding the ball for.
She's too nervous. She got to come out too.
Man, listen here.
Oh my God.
Listen here, man.
She got to come out.
Listen here, man. Good job.
D, good D. Help her.
Look at Powell ready to play. Like I say, man.
Experience,
we
man. We got to go experience.
Right. We need Bree back in the game, dog.
Need Bree back in the game. Need Chloe back in the game.
Chloe. Well, you had already said Chloe. That's why I didn't say, but we need Bree back in the game too. We need Powell, Bree, Chloe, Sanaa.
That's who they went.
I'll take Powell and Raven in at the same time.
Yeah, they went back to the starting 5.
Yeah. We got to roll. Y'all got to roll it out now. The rest of the game.
Suck it up.
Yep.
Let's go, Powell.
Good
That's
girl.
what I'm saying.
Good
Come on,
girl.
Powell. She feel it. You know what I'm saying? She feel the need.
I get a stop though. Like,
yeah, she feel the need for something. She feel it. You know what I'm saying? You got to have players like that can have that feeling. God, that was a decent. I can't even be mad at that right there. That was tough. That was a big girl move right there.
Good take, Chloe. Got to have these free throws.
That's one of those things. Like,
that's what I was talking about earlier with her. You, like KB, you call it like putting. I think you were stats say put the ball on the floor and get there, man. But you know what I'm saying. But she got there. She's good at the whole up and under, ball fakes, pump fake, all that kind of stuff.
But man, got to get a stop. Trade basket for basket though. That's
no. Score was 26-22 at halftime, dog. They are on a 19-4 run. 19-10 run.
Gosh, she missed both of them. Come on, Chloe.
Come on, Chloe. You got this. Come on now. You got to get back in it. I'll be having my girl sitting too long, man.
Tired of something.
Nah, he's sitting, dog. You got to get the juicy flowing, dog. I'll tell you, like, right, be right. Going down the stretch, man, let's Chloe yank on that jersey.
You go, Bree. You go, Bree. Let me get her. That's what Bree's saying. Let me get her.
Yeah,
come on, Vegas. Step up and get the rebound. I mean, we're just getting outworked on the offensive glass right now.
Oh, I knew he was going to bail him out with a foul call. Oh, boy.
All right, box out. Got to get the rebound if it comes off.
Raven got 3 fouls.
Got to stay in the game.
Hey, at this point, right, I'm living with it. I ain't to be honest with you. I'm living with it right now. Raven's a veteran player. She knows she has 3 fouls. We need her on the floor defensively and to get that offense going. You know, her and Powell like my 2-point guards on the floor at the same time right this moment. Especially the way this is begun. I see. Hey, you know, I'm a Maddie fan, but
this is a Raven break though. I can live with this little break for a second.
It's only it's only a few seconds. I get it. And then Raven come back in the 4th quarter. I'm going Raven again.
Yep. They can't double off Maddie though. You know what I'm
saying? They definitely better not double off of Maddie. That's one advantage Maddie gives us. You can't double off of Maddie. Look, Powell, these last 4 to 5 possessions or whatever, Powell's definitely been more aggressive. We're going to need that the rest of the game, you know.
Gotcha.
Like right now, I'm going to be honest with you. Offensively, it's only three people I really want, taking shots, and that's Powell, Chloe, and Sinai. If Maddie and Bree are open, I'm good with it. But right now, only reason why I don't want Bree focusing on shooting, I need all that energy on defense. I need you ain't got no help side. Oh girls, you busting us up out there on the perimeter. I need her locked down right now.
Yep. Might need to be getting some shots, some IV shots straight to the veins.
Right. And that's the message right now in between quarters. I'm like, look, Bree, you don't have help side. We need to stop this chick. You know what I'm saying? We'll figure it out later. Chloe, got to suck it up. You may not come out the fourth quarter. Like I'm saying this right now. Like you got to know that. You may not come out. You know what I'm saying? Raven, when you get back in, know you got 3 fouls, but we need you in the game, and Maddie be ready when she step up. To be honest with you, again, I'm not putting in Fuali or Joyce or Tessa unless it's absolutely calls for it.
Yep, and that's tough, man. That's tough to say out loud because you feel like you got to put somebody in from a rest standpoint, but they haven't shown anything.
Right. And so one thing too, you look at it, it's like gave up 22 in the first half, but we talked about it. That wasn't as much of good South Carolina defense as it was as not finishing for Duke. Duke still killing them on the glass on the offensive side, hit a couple more threes, and finished a few more layups, and now they have a 20-point quarter. And now you find yourself down 4 instead of just being up 4. You get outscored by 8 in that quarter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and you go back to it, they were up 11 with 6 minutes to go in the second quarter, and they didn't put their foot on their throat.
Right. I'm going back with the starters, and we're using substitutions for rest purposes and foul trouble only. And those in those situations, again, if one of my guards, be it well, actually, I'm going back with instead of Tessa, I go back with no. My 2-point guards. I'm going Powell, Raven. Well, that is the starters.
No, you go back to the starters, yeah.
Yeah, starters. Go back to the starters, and then what I wanted to say is when I need a substitute for Powell, Raven, or Bree, I'm going Maddie. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter which one of those girls, foul trouble or rest, I'm going Maddie. And then if one of my bigs needs a break, I'm going with number 30. And again, Dowda. And again, it's not that she's going to stay in the game. She's just coming in because it's just really, hey, come grab some water. I'm giving you 2 to 3 possessions, and you're going back out there. And again, unless it's foul trouble, and then we can talk about if one of the. But I don't think Sanaa or Chloe is in foul trouble, if I'm not mistaken. So I don't think we have to worry about that.
Let's see.
Going to need a much better start to the fourth than you had in the third with those 2 easy buckets. But the big thing is if they can't get Duke off the offensive glass, they're in trouble anyway.
Right. That's 2 games in a row where coming out of halftime, you have horrible first 3 to 4 minutes. And
that middle half, what we just talked about, that middle half is real.
Real. All right, man. This 10 minutes. This 10 minutes, 10 minutes to who going to Tampa right now. 10 minutes. Hey, you want to end your year in Birmingham, or do you want to end your year in Tampa? I mean, what you want to do?
Yeah, luckily, look like Fagan and Chloe only got 1 apiece as far as fouls, which is good. So
right,
it's like,
right.
Hey, at this point, I only care about offensive fouls. Be aggressive going to the basket. Be aggressive on defense. Like you got them to burn at this point.
Right. So we're using Dowda as a substitute only for, like I say, 2 to 3 possessions. If Chloe or Sinai, but I'm living with what they're doing going down the stretch. I'm gonna be honest with you, they've earned it with the play so far. They haven't had perfect games, but they've earned it with the play, with the consistency. I'm living with what they're doing going down the stretch, unless again injury or when they need rest, Dowda comes in. And with the guards, it's Bree, Raven, and Powell. Again, living with what they're doing. The only one that's in foul trouble is Raven. So using Maddie in a substitute situation there. But I'm going my starters for the most of this quarter, other than a couple of quick subs. Sweet, good job. Step up. Oh, There we go. All right.
One
Yeah,
stop.
just
Let's get 3 stops. Let's get 3 stops. That's what you want to do. 3 stops in a row.
right. Stats ahead, so he's already seen what's happening on offense.
Yeah, and I was mad when Powell first came down. Chloe
Yeah.
had the position. I wanted her to give it to her right then, but
Hey, I'll take that.
I like
Hey, good
that. I like
defense.
that.
Right. I'm with you, Stat. I wish she would have just gave it to her right then, but I don't mind that. Like I say, that's what I'm talking about with Chloe. Chloe got her shot blocked, but I'm living with what they're doing. I'm living with Powell's jump shot there at the end of the shot clock. I'm good with it. Like, because again, these are the girls that have been playing good. Now she's not Duke chick was so she was what? They called a foul?
Tough, boy, tough.
On who? Powell? How was that a foul call?
they said when the girl jumped that Powell rode under. She kind of did.
Oh, yeah. I saw it now. I didn't see it in the fast pace of the game. Yeah, that's a foul on them. Yep, moving screen. Moving
2
screen.
stops.
Let's go.
2 stops in a row. Got to get points, though. Got to get points on the
Gotta
other
get some
side.
points. Hey, but it starts on the we always say it starts on the defensive end.
Right.
Now this is who we got to keep off that offensive glass, boy. The dog on 28.
Oh, come on, Powell. Dang. Kids cut right across her girl's face and they didn't feed her.
Oh! That was Raven. That was on Raven. She should have gave it to her.
I think so. They too busy trying to run the set play, I think. Man.
Hey, but we'll live with Fagan with those buckets, though.
Hey.
Okay.
Get another stop. I get another stop.
Yeah, one possession at a time. One possession at a time.
Get out. Oh, come on, Fagan. Ah, you got to keep Fournier off the boards.
The body, find her. You got to find her. Let's go. Come on.
3 stops. Take it.
Right.
Need points.
All right, good possession. Let's get a good possession. Dive.
Good.
Swing it. Yes. Don't. Okay, there we go. There you go. Make yourself available, Raven. There we go.
Mouse in the house.
It's aggressiveness. Jumping out. Be the aggressor, man. Be the aggressor.
If you're just not joining us, we watching the South Carolina women's basketball take on Duke Blue Devils in the Elite Eight with a chance at the Final Four. Right now, South Carolina is down to 42 to 40. Yep, 42-40, 7 minutes, 49 seconds left. Raven Johnson on the free throw line. We've just been talking about how we're going with the starters the rest of the way. If you got fatigue or foul trouble, probably using Maddie in the rotation with the guards and using Dowda in the rotation with the bigs. And it's only for a couple of seconds or a couple of possessions at the most, because the starter's going to have to ride this one out. South Carolina has been able to ride their bench, with Fuwali and Joyce and Tessa all year. But this game right here, you got to, as a coach, you got to go with what's working, and the starters is what's working today. So
need another stop. Need 4 in a row.
Oh, good job. Way to distract the shot, Chloe.
Just make it tough. Yeah, just make it the shots tough.
One more. Listen, we score here. Duke's calling the timeout. Got to score, though. Got to score. All right, come a movement. All right, you got it, Chloe. Oh, gosh, he had her, too.
Stop ball. I take. Oh, that's it.
Ooh.
Ref.
Who touched that? Who touched that? I need a replay there.
Wow.
I'm like, Don, we need to replay. What's going on?
Yeah, be a little momentum killer right there.
But yet still,
get it back.
You get the stop. South Carolina scores and takes the lead. I think Duke's got to burn one.
She's got too much time. If they can get a score here, she's gonna have to burn one. It's too much time before the media timeout. Shoot it. Let's
aggressive.
go.
Be
Yeah, they need a
aggressive.
timeout. Yeah,
Oh,
Duke
both
needs a
stops.
timeout.
Both
Duke needs a
stops.
timeout. She pulling the dog. She gonna let him play through it. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, let him play through it then. We'll take it.
Yeah, I think we set it up. Set it up.
Right. Space the floor. All right, bring the bigs to the elbow. Somebody go set a screen.
Let's go. Two-man game. Two-man game with Chloe and Fagan. Let's go. There's the timeout.
We knew it. We knew
Yeah,
it was coming. Let's go. Look at my girl. Look at Miss Consistency. Chloe
there
Kitts
we go.
basket. Good entry pass from Fagan. Burn it, Kara. Burn it.
Big time.
Burn that T. Oh, can't wait till the media timeout this time.
Big time. Yeah. I'm about to mute Jeff. I'm like, nah, I'm messing with you, Jeff. But no, that's big time, man. Big time. Everything that's been going on, we kind of talked about. You talked about tighten up the rotation. Rotation tight. Get the stops. Stops.
This the rest. This the rest right here. This the rest.
Yeah,
the timeout. Yeah. This your rest. We don't come out for breathers in the fourth quarter. This is your rest right here. No. You know what I'm saying?
Honestly, they should be able to rest on offense. Like if you know we're not gonna pull you out of the game, like let's rest. Let's get a good possession on offense. Let's use our energy on the defensive side of things. You know what I'm saying? And go down low.
Once you now that they've taken the lead, the clock is another teammate. You know what I'm saying? So use that against Duke. It's like South Carolina can play both ways. They can play up tempo. They can slow it down, run some sets, use a lot of the shot clock. That's actually not what Duke. I mean, Duke wants to do that on their side, but defensively, they don't want to have to work for the whole shot clock. You know what I'm saying?
And I'll be honest, we haven't seen that a lot in the NCAA tournament, but we've seen it have a lot of success during SEC play. Is that little two-man game with Fagan and Kitts. So that was really good to see them get back into that little set. I think it's just so hard to stop because you don't know if Kitts is setting the screen, if she's slipping it. There's just so much going on with the two of them on the same wing.
Right. And if it's reversed, when Kitts got the ball, you don't know if she's gonna shoot the jump shot, so you can't drop down and double Sanaa if she gets positioned. So I like it. Again, we're coming back out with the starting five. That's it. That's the rotation. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna look back down and I'll be like, well, I thought I was gonna put y'all in the game, but right now we're gonna roll with this and start five.
Right. No, you rest during timeouts, you rest during dead balls, you rest during free throws. Like, all right, that's it. Sorry, we ain't got nothing else for you. Like now, I'd be telling them, hey, don't even look over here. Don't grab your jersey. Don't do none of that. Don't even look over here. You better push through it.
And now if you're done, you're telling the girls 2 more stops. Give me 2 more stops, 2 more good offensive possessions. We go up 8 going into the media timeout, and then we go and finish this thing off.
Right. And you reminded that. You're right, and you remind them of them as far as, again, these are things that you do have to talk to your players about because fatigue, while it is a physical thing, it's also a mental thing. And you tell them, hey, we got 2 minutes, 20 seconds, whatever it is. Like you got just a little bit over 2 minutes, and you'll get you a break. So give it all you got for the next 2 minutes. You know what I'm saying? And you'll get that break when the TV timeout, when the media timeout comes. So. Listen, man, if South Carolina can get 2 more stops and 2 more scores. I know the score won't say it, but I think that'll do a lot mentally to kind of crush Duke. You know what I'm saying? Because they was playing some really good basketball, like really good basketball, and that's kind of deflating as a team. You know what I'm saying? You're playing really good basketball. You go up. I want to say they was up 42-38. South Carolina's on an 8-0 run. And you got 2 minutes, and you got a little, like I said, you got about a minute and a half probably to the media timeout, depending on the dead ball situation during that 4 to 5 minutes. Here we go again. All right, let's get this person out of here.
Let's go. I like the ball pressure early. With Raven.
That was a tough shot by the girl from Duke.
Yep.
Yeah, that was just a good defense, better offense.
We'll live with that if that's going to be the case.
Hey, but Duke didn't make it to the Elite Eight by not being a good team, right?
True. Need a good possession right here, though.
All right, kick it out. They got the double on you.
You seen it coming. You see it. It's coming weak side. You got to be ready.
Good job, Chloe. Way to get on the boards.
If you're just now joining us and you look in the comments, just know that the bots are out in effect today.
Yeah, like
I'm,
Toby
I'm,
too.
I'm
Like
deleting the bots as they come in, though.
they
If
be
you see
trying
something that
that-
says right, if you see something that says all games streaming on NCAABHD.com or something like that, it's bots, and I'm removing them as they come in. So. Look, Jaden, and I can guarantee you, Kara Lawson's had some talks with Donovan because she's been in foul trouble the whole game.
mm-hmm.
Go help her out. Yes, give her an option. We'll take it. Look, they know now. They know now. They know now. They know that they're trying to run a two-man game.
Yeah, that's a pump fake bounce pass into the post though. At that point, you know that they know it's coming.
Right,
You know
right. So now just do a different type of pass because both like that time she tried to give the overhead pass. So
yeah,
nope. Don't pick your dribble up right there. Drop step. Okay, Raven with the bell out. Okay, Raven, I'll take it. She's standing on the baseline.
Yeah. I like Fagan in the post against Toby, man. I don't think Toby weigh enough down there for Fagan.
Right. She ain't been at the dinner table long enough.
All right, let's get a stop.
All right, somebody come up and help.
That drop coverage.
See,
I don't know if that's
you know what? Right. Like, so Fagan didn't, I don't know what she was playing, like you say, drop coverage. Like at that point, you got to come up and hedge or just go ahead and all out switch so that if you switch and put pressure on the ball coming down, she can't get the ball back to what's her name? Fournier from Duke. That was just bad. Pick and roll defense, man.
Yeah.
And that's been
go ahead.
I was going to say, we've seen that a couple times. They've got us out of that set of just not being able to get back to it. They've killed us in that pick and roll set.
Right. In that situation, I'd live with Fagan. I would just go ahead and live with a switch right there and Fagan on the ball at the top of the key. Because by the time the girl drives by her, somebody else can come down on help side. So I don't want Fournier to catch the ball in rhythm going to the basket. That's not a good recipe for success.
Yeah, but on the flip side, it was a good play by Duke because they did isolate those two girls on one side where everybody else is on the weak side. So it's hard to bring help when everybody else is on the other side when that two-man game.
Well, you know, that's shout out to Kara Lawson. And of course, you've seen this on tape, and they've been doing this a lot. This, like Stat said, they've been doing this a lot this game, you know what I'm saying? Because the pick and roll defense just hasn't been great for South Carolina, through a lot of this season. So if I'm a coach, I'm trying to isolate some of them players as well. So
now, something to keep in mind for South Carolina, they are in the bonus, so you just have to keep being aggressive on offense.
Yes.
Right. Don't settle for shots, but still know what you're gonna do. Don't get down there like possession or two ago. Chloe started dribbling and gave it up right there at the elbow. Like keep your dribble alive just in case. You know what I'm saying? Like she put the ball on the floor, but she had no purpose for it. You have a purpose for the dribble now.
That's where the experience come into play, though. We touched on it a little bit earlier, though, man. Like tight game, fourth quarter. We talk about in the past even a lot of ways that South Carolina can win. They can go with the young girls. They can go with the bench. They can go with the starters. But I think in this instance right here, you going with experience. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We get to be able to win game based on experience and situational plays, and let that be to our benefit.
Definitely. Tournament experience definitely helps. So we're gonna see, man. Hey, man. What we got about 4.5, 5 minutes? See who going to that Final Four. Who you gonna be witnessing in person, KB?
Right. That's got me stressed over here. money already spent. Money already spent on here.
I know. We hope it's the Gamecocks that you get to watch down there in Tampa. We'll see. Duke definitely ain't coming in laying down. You know what I'm saying? They say it's up for the taking. We the 2 seed for a reason.
They say the men's in there. We trying to get there too.
Facts. Think about that. Tennessee had a chance. They ended up losing to Texas. You know what I'm saying, last night, the women's side. But the Tennessee men's did advance. They could have had both their programs in, and Duke is attempting to have both of their programs in currently. So we'll see. All right, 46 all, 4 minutes and 52 seconds to decide who goes to Tampa. And the men and Houston, Tennessee just started. Houston is out to a 22-8 lead.
Wow.
Ooh, we'll take that miss. We'll take that miss.
Oh, get the ball.
I don't know, but all I'm looking at is how did Fagan end up out of bounds? It seems like somebody had to push it or something.
Boy,
Oh, okay. They both was going for it. Okay. I'll take that on the replay then.
But that's 4 box out though. Like you can't even allow that.
Facts, because you already had position and you got the body on her. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's get a good possession here.
I don't even understand the purpose of that. No screen at all.
Right. Swing it.
There we go.
Okay, Sanaa.
Give it to the post at the free throw line. Let them work.
Right. Okay, Sanaa. Like you say, go with the experience, baby. Go with the experience.
Gotta stop. Now we need to stop. Let's go back to the stops.
Switch it. We switching, Raven. You can't see that.
Dude, bail him out though. Dude, bailed him out, boy. They bailed him out big time.
No.
All right, slow it down. Clock on that side.
Okay, shoot.
Chloe, shoot the 3.
It's so busy trying to. I bet that's got to be a Don call though. That's got to be like, hey, we're doing everything now. Yeah, I think that's got to be the type of call.
Yeah, she was wide ass open.
They running the play to get to the post, so it's like, okay, we're not gonna do this.
She was wide open, dog.
Yeah. And I think if it's coachable, if you're coachable, I like it. If you're coachable, I like it.
Unless that's pow, I think everybody else you keep running the set.
Hey.
Good job, Fagan. Good job, Chloe.
I'm more of a little gambler out there at that point. With certain players, you know what I'm saying? Certain players.
Oh yeah, certain players.
Like I put my trust in Chloe.
Yeah, but the other thing too, is Chloe hasn't really. Oh my god, the big's not talking.
Listen, that's what happens. All right. No, Raven.
What was that? Well, yeah, I don't understand.
Listen, Chloe was down there for the help, and then when Raven decided she ran halfway with 48, then Chloe goes to the top that's not communication like verbal. They had no verbal communication on that one, and then you get stuck in the middle. That's a foul. I'm about to say, what's going on? It gotta be a foul.
Yeah, you say with the bonus, right?
Yeah, win.
Yeah, that's good.
Just got to knock
right here. See right there. See, that was the problem. Raven ran halfway down. Raven had ran halfway down the lane with 48. So then Chloe was going to retreat to help her at the top of the key. But then when Raven just stopped, and now Chloe is in no man's land. Come on,
damn, pal. Come on, pal.
Jesus, that wasn't even close.
Experience, gotta have him.
Take a charge.
Stay down.
The way to run her off the 3-point line. Yeah. We will take that.
Defense experience.
That's dude's ball. Way to run her off the 3-point line. That's another thing that's been happening in the second half, man. A lot of open looks at the 3-pointer.
Yep, bad rotation.
Hey, when in a close game like this, if we're gonna have to take a shot, it could be a 2-pointer.
Oh, Raven, what are you doing? It's a 2-on-1 fast break with Chloe. Boy, they better get a good possession here.
Oh, I see that. I just see it. Sorry.
We resting on offense. I see that. We coachable. We coach. That's the only thing I can chalk it up to, man. At this point in the game.
Nah, man, 2-on-1 break with Raven and Chloe, bro. You drive it and give it the pocket and the layup.
Oh,
now you have like, come on.
tough, man.
That's a tough one right there. That's a
And it's
tough
tough.
one,
You
KD.
tough. You got to experience Raven Johnson though, man. And like she might call herself making the like, hey, let's slow it down. Let's not force it type deal. And personally, I probably could live with in this game.
Ooh, that's tough.
Yeah.
Especially when it's Chloe.
We need a bucket right here.
Yeah, it's too many empty possessions.
Yeah,
too many empty
right.
possessions.
Mm-hmm.
We need a bucket or a foul. One of the two.
Oh, Chloe! Yes, let Chloe eat. One stop. Let's go.
Told you, man. Get the ball to my girl, man. Stop playing. Stop playing with CK.
Yeah, big time.
Stop playing with CK.
Stop. Need to stop. Now that's how you don't switch. Yeah, I mean, well, you do switch, rather. I'm sorry. That's how you stick with the switch.
Right. I'm talking about CK.
Go. There's the stop. Now you run the shot clock.
Right. So Sanaa and Chloe with 22 of the 52. Hey, they came to play today. All right. Now, right. So you walk it up. Right now, you walk it up. Let's still get the ball to Chloe and Sanaa.
Oh yeah. Same game plan. Like
same game plan.
No
just a little bit elongated on that shot clock.
Yep.
God.
Come on, get the ball to Chloe.
Pass to her.
Oh, throw it out of bounds if you're gonna do anything, Fagan. No foul.
Straight up. Stay there. Retreat. Get out.
No foul.
Good help.
No foul though. Hey, let's get the ball to Chloe at the top of the key, man. Now let's run it down and have Fagan set a down screen, get Chloe the ball at the top of the key. Maybe let her make the entry pass if need be, or let her decide the two-man game.
I'm calling something there. It got to be a late pick and roll action. Yeah.
Now dump it off. Oh, socking out the ball, 32 seconds. 18 seconds on the shot clock.
Take it all the way. Do you take it all the way down here? Take the shot clock all the way down. Get a good shot.
I know. It depends on how the defense react to the inbound, because they're going with their. Normally they go with their. Who called timeout? Somebody called timeout.
Official review.
Official review. Okay, I got you.
I think even the way they about to set up now, I feel like they just gonna have the post pop out, Raven come up, get the ball, and just run a play. When I see them,
right. So normally they go with the 4 across and the ball side post pops up. You know what I'm saying? They get the ball, and then ball side guard comes and get the balls, which would be either Raven. It should be either Bree or Powell. So I think Raven's inbound the ball.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's off Toby. That's off.
Yeah.
But we're good.
Something that I hate. It is 52-50. But God, Powell missed those 2 free throws a few minutes ago. Like, God, those are coming up big now. Like,
big facts. We've had a couple of free throws. We had a possession where Chloe missed 2. You know, as good as she's played, she said she missed 2 early. It was in the third quarter.
11 to 18 from the free throw line, 61%. That's 7 right there. It was 4 or 5 of those. That's 7 free throws.
Or So I think they're gonna pop Chloe out like they normally do. They're gonna run a play. If it's not there, you pop Chloe out. When Chloe catches it at the elbow, I just want her to attack, and I'll live with the whatever happens.
I second that motion.
Yeah, we got it right with it.
Shout out to Chloe for hitting my prize picks, by the way.
Yeah. The thing about it, coaching wise, like, do you go somebody else just because the other team probably thinking, yeah, they about to go to Chloe. We about to double Chloe. We about to bring something Chloe. Do you run something different?
No, I get the ball into Chloe because if they try to double Chloe, I trust Chloe to make the right pass or the right decision. Yeah, like she may not be the one to shoot, but I'm getting it into Chloe.
Right. And the other thing, too, is if they show that and they show it too soon, it's not just the inbound to Chloe. There's a play in front of it. And so if they show their hand too soon, something's open anyway off the inbound play.
Should be.
Right. It should be a backside screen by the other post and guard, if I'm not mistaken. Double Chloe you want to. Might leave power. Might leave power when you don't need to be leaving power.
Right.
We got to get a shot off. Like I wouldn't be mad at the rundown KB here with 19 seconds left, but you got to get a shot off though, because you don't want to run it down too far and then take a wild shot or a crazy shot, because you want to get a really good shot off. And with that said, I probably run the shot clock down to 10 seconds and then we got to go. You know what I'm saying? We got to go.
Enough to run a good set. Enough time.
Right, because you don't want to run a bad set or get a late shot in the shot clock and not have a chance. I'm always with a chance to rebound the shot. You know what I'm saying? And then go down 52-50, and then they got the ball. Now they kind of control how the game is going to go.
I don't know if it was good or bad what Jeff talking about.
Well, I know I had to mute him. Oh, they called a
foul.
Oh, Lord. They called a foul. Dead ball foul.
Oh, Lord. We didn't even talk about that.
Right. She was going to set that screen.
I think they're going to cross all the way across. Like, yeah.
Oh, that's terrible.
That play right there, she goes and sets the screen for Sanaya.
That's what I was saying. She was going to set the screen.
They knew the play though. They knew the play. Had to.
That good coaching.
Yeah, I think that's good coaching, man. She there for a reason. She we've seen this numerous of times.
Right. Be honest with you, they don't run a whole bunch of different sets. South Carolina, that is. It's like, man, I think they got like 2 sets because everybody's playing man, so there's not a lot, and there's never any real risk. They've always gotten the ball in pretty good. So.
Yeah, and I know we've probably never seen this, but that might be on Don. That might be on Don from coaching perspective, man.
Right. That stat that would have been a perfect time for Slash, by the way.
No three.
Need to stop.
No threes.
No threes. Let me mute you because you're ahead of us. You can react, Stat. I got you muted. You can react to whatever you see.
Switch out.
Good job. And the foul. Knock these down, Bree. Knock these down.
Gotta have
Don called a timeout on the rebound.
Oh, it wasn't a foul?
They got the timeout first.
You
know, Don probably
that's one of those coaching things, like when you call a timeout and then your player shoots and it hits it, you're like,
Right.
Don, I'm sure Don had already told the refs, if we get the rebound, I want the timeout as soon.
Yeah, because she showed enough pushed her too. Oh gosh. Well, here I got my best free throw shooters on the floor. Listen.
But are they? We've been missing. Are they?
No, so
like when I say best free throw shooters, whoever's been hitting today. You know, now I'm looking down the stat. I'm like, Stat, who's our best 2 free throw shooters?
And so Pow is your best free throw shooter, but she struggled today. I'm giving the ball to Raven.
Okay.
Raven's been the best at the line today. I'm giving the ball to Raven. Raven, go win the game.
Raven, listen, and Raven ain't open. I'm giving it to Chloe. It's come on, it's Chloe.
Yeah. It's hard to go wrong with the group free throw wise on that though.
Right. Like even though Powell hasn't hit, like you say, if they were to leave her open to foul her, you're still not super mad at that. You know what I'm saying? Not like Duke's been great. They're showing it now. Not like Duke been great from the free throw line either. 7-13.
Oh,
look. See, I told you. Get the ball to Chloe. Come on, man. Come on, Coach I. Coach I.
No, she got to show us something. They knock them down.
Hey, but you go with your horses. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You just live with whatever you live with whatever the results are.
Yeah, no way they was passing in the Raven. I don't think no way.
Raven was inbounding the ball.
Yeah, that's why I knew Raven wasn't gonna get the ball. Raven's always gonna inbound the ball. So she inbounds underneath and she inbounds. Look at Chloe. Clutch Chloe.
I don't even know. Oh, they thought they were shooting free throws. That's you seen that? Duke was lined up like they were shooting free throws. That's why they weren't even guarding them. They thought they was just shooting free throws.
Hey, sound like a coaching mistake.
Yeah,
sound like a you problem.
What? Wow.
Hey, if I'm Carol, I'm looking down the bench and my assistant's like, yo, we didn't know.
And I'll be honest with you. I don't understand how only half a second went off the clock. I thought Chloe had the ball for like a second and a half.
Bruh, I thought Chloe had the ball for like a second and a half too, dog. Cause she she turned around and faced the basket and everything. I'm like, what's going on here?
She was like, "Oh, y'all just gonna let the clock run out? Okay."
Right. Unfortunately, we can't pull a stat guy special yet. There's too many seconds left. But if it was like 3 seconds left on the clock, then I wouldn't even send my team out there to, you know what I'm saying? But it's too much time on the clock. They can get a quick shot, hit it. Yeah. Because they're down 4. So even if you hit a 3, but we definitely not fouling 3-pointers.
Hey, watch how this thing is.
We'll take it. We will take it.
Look who she had faith to put into the game. She's played like trash the last 3 games, and tournament tests and coming up with the steal to ice it.
Let's go. Listen, even when you're having a bad day offensively, you can bring it on defense. Shout out to the Lady Gamecocks for getting the win, advancing to the 5th straight Final Four in Tampa. My guy KB didn't waste his money. He'll get to see the Gamecocks in Tampa. You know what I'm saying? Maybe talk to Don a little bit when you're down there, KB. Right. Say, hey, man, this might not be the tournament for Joyce. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Tighten that rotation. That 4-quarter rotation huge.
Right. Tell her to check out Chuckin Buckets. Just some suggestions. We ain't telling you what to do. Just some suggestions.
Change up the out of bound play for me one time. Change it up one time.
Right. We appreciate y'all joining us today, man, for this live watch party. Depending on the game time of the Final Four game, I want to say it should be on Friday. We'll try to do another live watch party for you guys as well. Hopefully, it'll be a night game, but we'll see.
It's going to be
sure. Huh? Go ahead.
I was going to say because there's a guaranteed West Coast team, they're going to get the 7:00 game.
The West Coast team is going to get the 7 o'clock game?
Oh, the West Coast team will get the 9:30 game. South Carolina will get the 7:00 game.
Okay, so both of them. So we will do a live watch party for the South Carolina Final Four game Friday night. It'll be me and Stacks. I think KB, you be at the Globetrotters on Friday.
Yeah.
Right. All right. So we appreciate y'all joining us here on Chuckin Buckets on the Fan Sports Network. For my guys, KB, Stat Guy, I'm Coach I, and until Friday, we will see you. We out.